Hi, I'm Aiden here with Flex Kinetics. Have you ever experienced plantar fasciitis? If you have, you can know what a pain in the foot it can be. Your plantar fascia is the tissue that runs along the bottom of your foot from your heel to the base of your toes. Now this tissue can get inflamed due to repetitive use. If you start doing like a lot of physical activity that you're unaccustomed to doing, like you start a labor-intensive job or a job where you have to do lots of walking, maybe start a new hobby like hiking or something of that kind of nature, you can end up irritating this fascia. A few ways to help relieve that tension is by stretching the tissues of the back of the calf, as well as doing some self-myofascial release on the tissue. For that, I like to use a foam roller. You can use a lot of other tools, one of those rolling sticks, lacrosse ball, or any of the other kind of massage tools that are available. You can even use your hands if you want to. But for the sake of the video, we use a foam roller. Very simply, you want to roll along both the bottom, like below your gastrocs and your soleus, as well as right up into the meat of the calf there. So it's very simple. And you can turn your foot to the inside and the outside to make sure you get all the points there. And about 30 seconds on that bottom portion before we move up to the upper portion. And again, pointing your legs inside and out so that we can hit all of that tissue. Good, about 30 seconds for both there. After that, we want to stretch the tissue of the calf. A couple different ways we can do that. So your traditional calf stretch. This is a great way to stretch the gastrocnemius. And you can bend the knee. Let's get a little bit more of the soleus. Another way you can do this is if you use a tool like a foam roller. It can really be anything. And simply put the balls of your feet up against the object. How I want you to think about it is by pushing your hips forward. Don't really lean with your body weight. Just push the hips forward. And it also helps if you try to raise your toes while you're in this position to get even bigger stretch, as well as to stretch the muscles that actually work to flex your toes. And again, you hold this for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll bend the knee to stretch the soleus. And again, try to raise those toes up. And that's a really simple way to open up the tissue of the back of the calf there, which will help relieve some of the stress that the plantar fascia is experiencing.